for a face-off, ready for a usual Dillian Whyte press conference, but as you know, he suffered an injury in training camp. He's unable to fight, medically not cleared by his doctor to fight against Otto Wallin this Saturday. Dillian, welcome. Thanks for coming over. I know you've got a few guys on the card this weekend. I've been involved in this process with you over the last sort of week or so, dealing with this situation. I know how devastated you are. I will give you an opportunity to answer, I guess, some of the cynics who say that you pull out of this fight instead to fight Tyson Fury, but we all know how much you wanted to fight, you wanted to stay active, and how much work you put into this training camp.
Yeah, firstly, thanks everyone. Sorry, I had to pull out a fight because of injury, but it's boxing, these things happen. Unfortunately, with big heavyweights, I've been sparring some big guys. I had 4 massive southpaw in camp, so been going on like it's a big fight, train hard. Obviously, I don't want to make the same mistake Tyson Fury made, but Andrew said to Wallin, so I was training very hard. I was putting in extra hours and extra shift, and the injury just happened. And unfortunately, I had to put people say, you pull out because Tyson Fury. If that was the case, I'd have pulled out 3-4 weeks ago when I knew that obviously the manager position was going to be in place. Obviously my camps cost a lot of money. My training camps cost me a lot of money. So I had to pull out early to save all of this and money and stuff. I got like a lot of people in camp that works for me and look after me. So I'd have pulled out weeks ago if I was going to pull out. I've fought many times with injuries, as you know. I've fought with injured shoulder before, broken hand, broken ribs. But not on that stage of my career now where I have to use a bit more brain instead of just brawn. And I wanted to fight. I said to my guys, listen, can't I just put some fucking morphine in it or something, kind of go and have a go? But I'm not there like, well, you're not a caveman. You need to be smart. There's not just one fight left in your career. So disappointed, heartbroken, but it is what it is. I really wanted to smash it to Wallin up. I think I could have knocked him out in the first 6-7 rounds. He's good early, but he wants to box and fiddle around. I would have put pressure on him, and I think and he gets in the fight. I'd have stopped him. I'd have been attacking his body relentless. So a bit annoyed and a bit pissed off, but this is boxing. I train twice a week, and he cancelled one fight 7 days before, one fight 2 weeks before. That cost me a lot of money. A lot of money in the camp. I didn't complain. People asking for this, asking for that. Josh Taylor just pulled up his fight in the injury. No one ain't giving him no stick, but I think we're getting stick because of you and his asking for medical report.
I knew I'd get the blame. Well, that medical report has been dealt with and sent to the British Boxing Board of Control as well. I will say as well, to talk about the injury, I know that it was a case of the injury came and you carried on.
Yes.
Because actually, I know we had a sparring partner in Dempsey McCain who you hadn't told me about the injury when he said Dillian's got a bad shoulder, so he's not sparring today. But I know that you were dealing with that, you carried on sparring, and you made the decision to compete even with an injured shoulder until you were ruled out.
I had the injury, but we've had loads of injuries in camp before. It's normal, but so I was just like, and I'm mentally and physically tough, so I always tried to push on. Like the guys see there's something wrong, and I was like, no, I'm alright. I pushed on. Some guys basically sparring with one arm only. And these guys are big guys, but I was in there. I was giving it a go, trying my best. I was like, you know what? If I rest, I can make the fight. But then also, it's a double-edged sword because if you rest 2-3 weeks, the shoulder might get better, but your condition will go. And especially in the sparring phase, as any of my coaches will tell you with my career, I spar a lot. I do a lot of sparring, and I have 4 guys that do 2 rounds apiece. It's not like some guys have 2 guys. They do 2 runs apiece, 2 runs in, 2 runs out. So the guys are always fresh and they're pushing me and stuff. So I'm used to pain and struggle. So I was like, I can make it. But eventually, the body sometimes just. I had a good camp. I was in good shape. I'm still in good shape. I still feel good. Even up to I think Monday, I was like, when they fucking still make this fight? But then the guys said, listen, relax, and I was like, alright, cool.
Obviously, we know that the silver lining is the fight with Tyson Fury.
Yes.
WBC have already confirmed that you are the mandatory challenger.
Yes.
Tyson Fury. That fight will be ordered, and you will be facing him next. We know that probably won't be till early next year, not because of your injury, but because of the timings of the mandatory and negotiations and Fury just fighting as well. But I know how disappointed you are to miss out on fighting in October, but it must be bittersweet at least knowing that you're in a situation where that fight will actually happen now and you will get a shot at the world heavyweight title.
People just need to put a bit of respect on my name and understand this. Look, I fought Joshua, I fought Rivas. I've been trying to fight Tyson Fury a couple of times. We got harder and then he pulled out. I try and fight all the best people. Why would I be scared to fight Arthur Wallen, you know what I mean? And his idiot manager Dimitri Salita. But yeah, at the end of the day, he's a silver lining. I'm still upset because lost out on the opportunity, a lot of money, and also a good chance to beat someone who people really rate that I don't particularly rate, to be honest. I want to once again prove myself that I am that level and I'm capable of beating these guys. I give these guys problems, I believe in myself and I know I can beat these guys. But the Tyson Fury fight is a fight I wanted. It's a fight that I tried to get before, like I said, mandate for belts and stuff didn't happen. And unfortunately for me now, it seems like it's going to go ahead. But you can never bank on anything Tyson Fury because he might just say, I've had enough, I don't want to fight anymore. He might just say, and the longer rest is that 3-round fight with Deontay Wilder. We don't know how much they're taking out of him or whatever. So we just have to wait and see. And obviously, my team and you do what we need to do to get ourselves in position for the Tyson Fury fight. So now I'm just going to focus on recovering and healing up and just go and do what I do,
Obviously, a highly entertaining fight between Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. And right now, his profile is bigger than ever. He's on the crest of the wave. But it must be said that with Usyk fighting Anthony Joshua, the biggest fight out there in boxing for Tyson Fury is the Dillian Whyte fight. And everybody talks about him returning to the UK. That's an absolute blockbuster.
It's a major fight in boxing, but especially for the UK, it's a major fight. Me and him can dust up in the early part next year in a stadium here. It's a major fight, and it's one that I'm looking forward to. And I think Tyson Fury look forward to fighting me as well. It's a big fight. We know each other well. We spar each other. We spend time with each other. We've had our ups and downs and our beefs and stuff. But I think logically we think, this is a big fight. It's a good homecoming fight, and I think it should happen. So let's see.
I look forward to the negotiations beginning for that fight as well. Finally, for this show, obviously we were faced with the decision to carry on or pack up and go home. We carry on with still a great card with some great fights, and obviously want to get these guys out, particularly your guys on the card. A couple of words, obviously Thomas Carty, who came into camp with you, the Irish heavyweight, going to be fighting on the card. Just a brilliant fight between Castaneda and Yusuf Kamari, and of course the Savage down there, in with a real test against Eric Molina.
First of all, thanks to you and the Zone and the guys, and obviously my team for making this to go ahead, and thanks to the people who brought the tickets and stuff. But it's still a good card. There's good fights in it. You got the ladies on. The ladies are always in good fights. Good scrap. I'm a massive fan of female boxing, and you got my guys. You got Alan over there looking to come to the war and destruction only. That's all the guy. I keep telling yo, box a bit and get some rounds. Like, no, I'm gonna kill everyone in the first round. And
that's a tough fight, though. I mean, look, Molina. No disrespect to Mark Bennett and those guys, but Molina's on a completely different level.
Molina's fought for 2 world titles, and and he's a guy that gets right off and he come back and beat guys. Look, he went to Poland, knocked out Thomas Zagak, and was written off. So, it's a good test, but I think Babbage will put him away. Once Allen gets to the first round, then thing with Allen, people say this and the other, but getting on the first round of Allen is hard work. It's hard work, The guy comes and he gives his all, and he lays on the line. So you might get out the first round, but you're going to be tired and you're going to be damaged. And he likes that. He likes to mix and whatever, He likes to get involved and have a go. So I think he will knock Molina in three rounds. I want him to get more rounds. It's very difficult to get guys to give him rounds, obviously, because the guy's quite intense. And then you got Yusuf in a great fight. Obviously, Yusuf's been in camp. I see what he's been doing. He's inspired 3 guys and giving him hell. And it's the best I've seen him look. I know Yusuf for a while now. I've been running for a while. Even before signing him, I've been keeping an eye on him. Best I've seen him look. He's motivated and ready. You got Big Tom Wazy. You see him somewhere over there, somewhere out there. He's, obviously... he's good for Irish boxing, good looking guy, big heavyweight and stuff. He's good for Irish boxing. I think he's a good signing and he's exciting as well. And I think he's going to surprise a few people. You know, I think he needs a bit more experience with the big guys. So, but he's doing the right thing. He went to Joshua's camp, come to my camp, doing the right thing. I got a lot of faith into him. And then you got Johnny Fisher over there, big aggressive guy, selling a lot of tickets. So you know, I think it's going to be one hell of a night. You got Craig Richards, yeah, Craig Richards is in a good fight. And Spider's always in good fights. And Spider's a guy I want him to do well. He's a friend of mine. I've known Spider a long time, and I want him to do very well. You know, what I mean, he just keeps getting the tough fights. You know, what I mean, obviously he's had a few hard fights. You know, want him to do well. You got young female over there, Ellis Scotney. You know, obviously exciting girl. You know, I'm looking forward to the Chantel Cameron fight as well. I'm looking forward to that because Chantel's very aggressive.
And how genuine were you? I know you were genuine because you made me put the offer in, but for your man Savage to face Otto Wallin.
Listen, Alan don't care. If I say to Alan tomorrow, you're gonna fight, he doesn't care. He just wants to fight. That's what the other guy did. Listen, the other guy had one spotter. First I met, we had one spotter, and I said to him, what you doing? How much fights you had and whatever? And he said, I've had like 100 or whatever amateur fights or whatever, but now I'm just not really interested in boxing because of this and that. And then I was like, bro, you know, this guy, I connect with him. I think we was getting ready for Rivas, yes. And you know what I mean? And after I was like, I spoke to my coach at the time, which was Mark Tibbs, and he was like, you know, he said that the potential, and after we I decided, you know, I'm gonna sign him and give him opportunities, and then the guy's just gone on and pushed on and very loyal, and any fights, I've suggested fights to him to see where he's at, to see whether he will say, no, I'm not ready for that yet. I was just joking. I said, Alan, what do you think about fighting this guy? He said, what? Let's go. I was like, alright, cool. I was like, relax, you need bronze and experience. But Wallin didn't want it because Alan's dangerous, he's got nothing to lose. Wallin does, so I can understand why you want to fight him because Bobby Sterling wasn't knocking anyone out, you know, because of his intensity and early doors he starts fast, so you have to be careful. So I can understand why you don't want it.
Well, we look forward to seeing him in action. And again, disappointing for you, I know personally how gutted you are. You couldn't fight at the O2 on Saturday, but we look forward to that fight finally with Tyson Fury early next year. Thank you, Dillian Whyte. And we're going to break now for a couple of interviews with Dillian, and then we'll start the main press conference in around 10 or 15 minutes. Thank you.